The Buccos continue their 10-game homestand tonight at PNC Park as they welcome in the St. Louis Cardinals. It's the first of a 3-game series. The Redbirds battling out the National League Central Division title with the Cincinnati Reds, and the Buccos beating the New York Mets yesterday. Greg Brown along with Steve Blass. Nice win for the Pirates, Steve. 2-1 over Johan Santana. Home runs from Lastings Millich and Jose Tabata, just enough.
It was the perfect baseball game. The 2 home runs. Zach Duke was absolutely terrific. Let's see if we can do it again tonight.
Yeah, let's see if the Pirates can get a win for Ross Ollendorf. He's 1-10, but he's pitched so much better than that for the achiever in us all. Brought to you by PNC.
Yeah, shed no tears for Ross. He knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't need to change a thing. Just keep on pitching the way he has. The wins will eventually come for Ross.
Hopefully that comes tonight for Ross Ollendorf. The big right-hander will be opposed by Kyle Loesch, who makes his second start since coming off the disabled list.
And you don't know what you're going to get. 3 months on the DL. He was beat up last time after coming off the DL. So, yeah, he has been very good against the Pirates, but you don't know what to expect. Ross Ollendorf has been absolutely terrific.
Now, the St. Louis Cardinals for a while, terrific. Now they seem to be slipping a bit behind the Reds. They're still in contention even for the wild card, though. You can't count this team out.
No, they're experienced. They've been up and down this road. They will be there somewhere involved as we go deeper into the season toward the middle of September. The Cardinals will be involved in either the division or the wild card.
And why do we say that? Because of one man, Albert Pujols. Fourth in the league in hitting. He's first in homers, he's first in RBIs, and he's first in just about every category when it comes to career numbers at PNC Park.
He's also the first in being the best Major League Baseball player on the planet right now. It's as simple as that. He is just unbelievable. He is the best.
If you don't have tickets for tomorrow night or Wednesday night, why don't you pick up a couple, because he's an amazing player to watch. Albert Pujols and the St. Louis Cardinals, never a holiday when you face Pujols and the Redbirds. Game 1 of this 3-game series is coming up next.
Toyota dealer, where quality, dependability, and good MPG all come standard. Toyota, moving forward. And by your Western PA Honda dealer. Is brought to you by PNC. PNC for the achiever in us all. By Barrel Automotive. Barrel.com. Definitely worth the click. By your Toyota dealer, where quality, dependability, and good MPG all come standard. Toyota, moving forward. And by your Western PA Honda dealer.
Ross Ollendorf and Ryan Doman making their way in from the bullpen. We're trying to work around the rain. Cardinals come to town with a record of 67-54, and here is the lineup brought to you by Toyota moving forward. Skip Schumacher, John Jay, and Albert Pujols. 398 career home runs for Albert Pujols, second in Cardinals history. Stan Musial hit 475. Matt Holliday will be followed by Felipe Lopez and Yadier Molina. Junior Felice, Pedro Felice, acquired recently from Houston, followed by Alan Craig and Kyle Loesch.
Against the big man, Ross Ollendorf making start number 21. Overall numbers, as we said, the last 10 have been outstanding. Ross Ollendorf deserves better. He's pitched well against the Cardinals and has deserved better. 4 starts, 1-2, but an ERA just over 2.5. Don't change a thing, Ross.
I'll change that if you would, Ross. Ball 1 to Skip Schumacher as well. Skips up there.
Minor adjustments.
Schumacher 6 out of 13 in his career against Ollendorf. All fouled out of play.
Well, we'd love to see something similar to what we saw yesterday afternoon. That was a gem of a ball game. If you're old school and you love pitching and quick, tidy offense, it was a lot of fun.
One ball, 2 strikes. The Cardinals' second baseman.
I was talking to Stan Savran before the game. I said it jokingly, but meant it to some degree. Here's the pitch just missing inside. I feel sorry for the other Cardinals in the batting order because they are bona fide Major League Baseball players, but it's almost like they pale in comparison to Albert. I mean, he's just he's the best in the business right now. American League, National League, Cooperstown. Maybe not Cooperstown.
Well, he's certainly on his way to Cooperstown. Just a matter of what the final numbers are going to show. But anybody that's played with Pujols since he entered the league, really, Steve, they've had to almost take a back seat to him. Schumacher, a leadoff walk, certainly not what Ollendorf wanted to do. Not much talk, but there will be if this guy continues to hit at this pace. John Jay, the rookie, Barrel.com, definitely worth a click. National League highest batting average. First plate appearance, this guy's hitting .397. His first time up in ball games. So we'll see what he does here. His average this season is .362, which is tops among all rookies. And he takes ball 1 from Ollendorf. John Jay hit the .333 against the Pirates in the last series in St. Louis.
We've seen some pretty good rookies recently.
Yep.
A trio of them with the Florida Marlins for sure.
And there goes the runner, and it's lined just past Walker. So instead of an inning-ending double play, it's first and third. Nobody out for Albert Pujols.
Just what you do not want. Just out of the reach of Neal.
Schumacher on the move, and of course, if Walker's able to get to it, it's an easy double play.
That close to turning everything upside down.
Well, this is not good. John Russell and Brad Henderson, the trainer, out. Something could be wrong with Ollendorf.
What, the DL was back spasms, correct?
Yep.
Home plate umpire, veteran Jerry Crawford out there. And if he's talking and not moving around much, that is not a positive. He's reaching around in the back of the right shoulder with Brad Henderson. And yeah, he's out of there.
Wow.
When he's talking and not moving around or trying.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, for Ross Ollendorf, what a tough year.
See if there's anything we can pick up in the delivery.
you see that I don't know if I'm seeing things, but he kind of let that arm dangle a bit after he released the pitch.
I didn't see anything definitive.
Obviously feels, you just see that his facial expression that he felt something there, even though you see him make his way back to the mound. And that's the second time this season that Ohlendorf has been knocked out in the first inning. Of course, remember when he was hit by the Troy Tulowitzki line drive in Coors Field back at the end of July. Columbia Gas 811 call to the pen. Sean Gallagher is called on here early.
Sean Gallagher walking in here, first and third, nobody out, and Albert's up. Yes, there could be something worse. There's a guy in second also.
You're right. See, there you go, Steve. Look at numbers for Sean Gallagher. Boy, let's hope that isn't anything terribly serious for Ross Ohlendorf. Gallagher will have as much time as he needs to get ready. Now, he pitched on Friday night against the New York Mets, pitched 3+ innings, did not allow a run, 2 hits, a walk, no strikeouts, in relief of Jeff Karstens, who was pulled in the 4th inning. And the Pirates have been talking about perhaps in September going to a 6-man rotation because of the number of innings some of these guys have reached, surpassing career numbers, career highs, including Jeff Karstens. In fact, when we asked Neil Huntington yesterday whether Karstens would make the start on Wednesday night, he was not real definitive about that. Yesterday he said, as of now, yes. So we'll monitor that situation as well. And now this Ohlendorf problem, obviously, here in this ball game, and just you wonder. It's maybe a nice luxury if you have that many pitchers to throw them into the rotation. But my goodness, the last thing you need is to have guys go down with injury if you're thinking that way, huh?
Yeah, very secondary to the real concern about Ross. It's been a star-crossed season for him. It really has been, with the lack of wins coming in spite of good pitching, getting hit with that batted ball. Now an injury that we hope is not very serious.
Well, again, he spent a month on the disabled list after making just 1 start against the Dodgers. He went on the DL for a month with back spasms and slowly got himself back in pitching shape and was on a bit of a roll. And then, as you said, he got knocked out in that game against the Colorado Rockies. And here tonight, he is lifted in the 1st inning. Skip Schumacher walked against Ohlendorf. John Jay singled on the hit and run, and now it's Pujols against Gallagher.
Well, just give him the run, get the double play. Simple as that, huh? going to write a script?
Gallagher pitched back-to-back games against the Cardinals in St. Louis, July 31st and August the 1st. And Pujols a drive to center. How about this? Look at this man. He absolutely crushes home run number 499. 3-0 St. Louis. Albert Pujols, 33rd of the year.
Right on cue.
91 RBIs. He's homered in 10 of his last 19 games. This amazing man.
This is a fastball. Well, I'll take that back. Looked like it had a little bend on it. If it's a slider, it's up in the wheelhouse, and it is up in the wheelhouse. Everybody in Western Pennsylvania knows that this thing is gone.
.33rd of the year. It's his 24th career home run at PNC Park. We showed you at the top of the telecast. He just owns this yard. Batting average approaching .390 lifetime here at PNC Park. Slugging well over .700 in this yard.
Wow. The Redcoats are coming. The Redcoats are coming. Like Paul Revere.
You just watch what he does. You're in such awe. Even his teammates just shake their heads. 399 career home runs now for Albert Pujols. Another look from a different angle.
Looks pretty similar to the other angles when you get down to it.
That ties him with Al Kaline and Andres Galarraga. 47th place on the all-time list. He came in tied with Dale Murphy. Leads the National League in home runs, in RBIs.
And Sean Gallagher better start getting the ball down. He's been upstairs the first several pitches.
See the RBI leaders at the top. 2-2 on Holiday. He's tied for 7th in the league in hitting at .307. He's 8 for 18 this year against Pirates pitching. Gallagher acquired earlier this season from the Padres. Former Cub prospect. Into the gap in right center. Holiday into second base with a double.
Well, we'd hoped for a repeat of yesterday afternoon's game.
Yeah, that's out of the book. That's gone.
Yeah.
No longer going to happen.
To discuss that anymore. Nice memory.
Double by Holiday is the 34th for him this season. That's 3rd in the league behind Jason Worth of the Phillies and Andres Torres of the Giants. No one out. 3-0 Cardinals. Now the batter Felipe Lopez. Holiday now 9 for 19 this season against the Pirates. A walk to Schumacher to start it. The J hit and run single. A liner that just eluded Neil Walker's glove. And then Ollendorf lifted. We'll report as soon as we find out exactly what that injury is all about. And 1-2 on the veteran switch hitting shortstop Felipe Lopez. He's batting just .224 from this side of the plate this season.
You know, Greg, I'll be quite honest with you. Albert is Albert, and you know what to expect. But if you throw a lot of major league hitters that slider right up in the wheelhouse, as it looked like Sean Gallagher threw to Albert, most major league hitters are going to do something substantial with that kind of pitch.
It seems, Steve, like on occasion you can make that kind of mistake against even the better hitters in baseball on occasion and get away with it. But with Pujols, it's like you never can make this mistake to him. Never. Because he'll make you pay like every time. He made Gallagher pay in a big way. Ball drilled into the Pirates bullpen. And now 3-2 on Felipe Lopez. Lopez has led off a bunch this season. On deck, Yadier Molina. Ball 4, now it's Molina. And out comes Dolman to talk to Gallagher. Pirates made a roster move earlier today. And this is appropriate to talk about because they're going to need apparently all hands on deck. Justin Thomas, left-handed pitcher, back up from AAA Indy. Made 3 stints with the Pirates. And Jeff Clement has been placed on the disabled list with a left knee problem. Thomas in 7 games for the Pirates. 6.23 ERA. Clement was hitting .294 and used sparingly. 17 at bats, a pair of pinch hit home runs.
You will see this kind of sequence a good bit of the time. A guy comes in out of the bullpen or starts again, gives up a home run and then a double, both of them crushed. And you will see a pitcher get very tentative and start nibbling, and that's what happened with Felipe Lopez. You get a little wary. I'm getting knocked around. I got to make perfect pitches. It's hard to do, and all of a sudden you've given up a free pass. Home run double many times, followed by a free pass. First 2 batters light you up, and then you get a little edgy, a little off the edgy.
It's ball 1 to Molina, hitting .256. He's driven in 46 runs. He has hit into 17 double plays. That is second to Pujols. Pujols has hit into 19. And boy, could Gallagher and the Pirates use that, but the runners go, and it's fouled back.
Why not push? Tony La Russa has been around a long time. This guy's back on his heels out there, and he got roughed up, walked a guy, trying to concentrate on throwing strikes. Maybe you can pull off a double steal, and it was just muddy the water a little bit more. Not surprising.
One ball, 1 strike on the veteran catcher Yadier Molina. And he lays off. 2-1. He's driven in 46, as we mentioned. His career high 2 years ago, 56 RBIs. But Tony La Russa and the Pirates and every other team in baseball will tell you, along with all the Cardinals, that the bat is really just gravy. Anything he does offensively, he's such an outstanding defensive catcher. He controls the running game. Molina has thrown out 43% of the runners trying to steal this season. That's among the very best. 41% since 2005, which is the best. And that would have been a double play, but it's through the hole and into left field. And it's a 4-0 Cardinals lead, and still no one out as Holiday scores from second. Molina drives in his 47th run of the year. Through the big hole on the left side.
Well, this is just awful.
Awful, and still no one out. And the batter, Pedro Feliz. Feliz starting his third game. He is 6 for 13 in 3 ball games as a member of the Cardinals since being picked up from the Houston Astros, where he was really struggling. Overall batting average this year, .232 for the veteran. Remember the hot corner, Pedro Feliz. .286 this year against Pittsburgh wearing an Astros uniform. David Freese out for the year, so they went shopping for a third baseman. Feliz had lost all of his playing time to the rookie Chris Johnson, so he was available. There had been rumors that the Cardinals might have been talking to the Pirates about Andy LaRoche. They wind up with Feliz. Sent a pitcher from Single A, David Carpenter, to the Astros. And that fastball misses. 2-1.
You know, I don't know why it occurred to me, but with Pedro Alvarez back, still nobody out. I was wondering if Pedro Feliz, who's been around a while, might think about dropping him the bunt down for base hit. He's got a lot of room toward third base, but no indication yet.
3-1. Alan Craig on deck. A walk and a hit, and then Ollendorf lifted. First pitch swinging. Pujols homered off Gallagher. And a double, a walk, and a single. And this ball lined to left field. Carries out to Tabata. And the Bronx-type cheer, sarcastic from the crowd. A 4-0 lead, and they get the first out of this first inning. Brings up the rookie right fielder, Alan Craig. Umpiring crew, Jerry Crawford, Phil Cuzzy at first, Brian Onora, and Chris Guccione at third.
Now I see why Feliz probably wasn't thinking about that. Alan Craig hitting 191. Cardinals not needing to give up an out if they would get him out.
Alan Craig getting the start in right field. 26 years old. He was the Cardinals minor league player of the year last season at the University of California at Berkeley. 8th round pick 4 years ago. Ball hit well toward left center. By the track goes McCutcheon for the second out.
Well, a chance to stop the hemorrhaging, although Kyle Loesch is 4 for 18. And able to put the ball in play.
.222 average for Loesch. He now has a 4-0 lead. Now it's very bleak looking, obviously, but that's the bad news. The score, even the sky looks bad, bleak. But Kyle Loesch got knocked around his last start. Gallagher can get this last out. Hopefully, the Pirate offense will maybe take advantage of Loesch still rusty upon his return. First things first for Gallagher is to get that elusive third out. One and two. Schumacher started it with a walk, facing Ollendorf. Pujols, the home run. And a ground ball to short. Finally. After a half, Cardinals sending 9 men to the plate. Pujols crushed home run number 33 on the year. Pirates now go to work with their bats. Tirage 4-0 Cardinals lead. Let's see what the Pirates lineup can do against Kyle Loesch, brought to you by Suzuki. Andrew McCutchen, followed by Jose Tabata. Tabata, since the All-Star break, second in the National League with 48 hits, behind only Starlin Castro of the Cubs. Neil Walker will be followed by Garrett Jones and Pedro Alvarez. Ryan Doman hits sixth. Lastings Millage, Ronnie Cedeno, and then Sean Gallagher.
Working against Kyle Loesch, the right-hander. He's won 85 Major League games, 6'2", 210 pounds, out of Chico, California. Familiar location, that's where Nellie Briles grew up, California. 4-0 against the Pirates in 5 starts. 3 months on the DL with right forearm problems, a continuation of his problems in that area from last year when he missed some time. And 3 months, a long time, and he was showing a lot of rust last time out when the Cubs knocked him around. 3 innings, 7 earned runs.
Well, Pirates can't make it all up right away, so patiently go at it here in the first inning. McCutchen 0 for 4 yesterday, 8 hits and 25 at-bats on the homestand. Last 3 outings, you see Loesch before going on the DL. Knocked around against the Angels. High fly ball, yep.
Loesch, some good years with the Minnesota Twins. Won 13 in 2002, 14 the next year.
Defense behind Loesch. John Jay made that catch. He's flanked by Matt Holliday and Alan Craig. Felice and Pujols on the corners. Felipe Lopez skips Schumacher up the middle. And Yadier Molina catches Loesch. Albert Pujols, Gold Glover, 2006. Molina has won a pair of Gold Gloves. Strike on Tabata. In his 3rd home run of the season. Last night it was the game winner. Hits this ball the other way. That has a chance to drop, and does. And Tabata takes the wide turn and gets back.
Love the hustle, but not crazy about the judgment. The last thing you want to do is not only run into an out, but have somebody throw behind you, and you waste that single.
Alan Craig gets to the ball, but not until after Tabata has the base hit. And you see always aggressive, big turn.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. See Molina?
Oh yeah,
right
Molina's, yep.
Yeah. He misses nothing.
Mm-hmm. He'll gun it toward first base, so he'll pick off his share of runners over there. Ball 1 on Neil Walker.
He was the one that was very alert on that crazy play at third base when they got 2 outs. Molina was the one that went down there and got involved in that whole situation.
Talking about a guy that's had bad luck, it's Neil Walker. 0 for 3 yesterday, just 4 hits and 22 at-bats on this homestand, but he's hit the ball hard about every single time up. He's also batting .378 this season when men are on base.
And there's a definitive line. That's men on base. That's not runners in scoring position, but men on base, very good.
Anywhere.
The other is better, but that's also very good.
Not only very good, but that number, of course, they keep track of everything these days. It's the 3rd highest batting average for a Pirate since 1974, hitting with men on base.
Al Oliver?
No, actually, Mike Easler has the top 2 averages in that department. Easler hit .387 in 1980 and .384 in 1978. Runner goes. Tabata. How about that? Always aggressive, and a steal, which isn't easy to do with Molina behind the plate. Stolen base number 13 for Tabata.
Big break.
Ball in feet first. Now a chance for Walker to get the Pirates on the board. Fly ball to center.
Get going.
Get
going.
Track. Again, Walker hit the ball hard.
How nice would that have been? 2-run shot in the bottom of the first. Game on.
2 outs. Walker drives Jay back toward the wall. Tabata at third. And the batter, Garrett Jones. Jones was 0 for 3 yesterday. He'd like to get it going. He's just 2 for 19 on the homestand. And he has just 3 hits this season and 23 at-bats against Cardinals pitching. That's a 130 average. It has been a struggle this month of August for Garrett Jones.
Loesch making his 11th start because the DL time. He's given up 4 home runs. Again, bothered by that forearm a couple times last year. 2 years ago, he was a 15-game winner for the Cardinals, his first year over from Minnesota.
I guess, Steve, you could add him to the long list of reclamation projects. He had good years, a couple good years with Minnesota, but Cardinals kind of taking a bit of a chance on him. Ball grounded to second and on to first. 4-3 for the out there. 4-0 lead for the Cardinals. Performing our national anthem before the game. And a hug from Dad. Job well done. Second inning, 4-0 Cardinals, and top of the order again, it's Skip Schumacher. Schumacher walked against Ollendorf. Fouled out of play, 0-2.
Okay, we get to try this over again. We get a redo.
Yep. Schumacher converted outfielder. Up and in. Two and two. Now that high
up,
again,
up,
yeah.
Up. Too much up.
Schumacher the other way for a base hit off Gallagher. Follow the Pirates on your iPhone, iPod Touch, BlackBerry, and Android phone with MLB.com at Bat 2010, featuring play-by-play video highlights and live audio broadcasts. Visit Pirates.com on your iPhone, iPod Touch, Android, or BlackBerry for more details. Gallagher facing John Jay. Jay was the last batter Ollendorf faced. A line single to right. This ball in the air to left. Tabata turning all the way around there to make the catch. And we'll see how Gallagher fares against Pujols this time. Pujols greeted him with his 33rd home run of the season, and 399th of his career. Pujols now with 10 consecutive seasons with 30 or more homers to begin a career. That's a major league record.
You will have a list by the time he gets through, perhaps. Records of various types.
Currently third in the league in runs scored, third in hits, first in total bases. As we said earlier, leading the league in home runs and RBIs. The Coors Light Cold Hard Blast, and this is a blast. Deep into the Pirates bullpen. You don't see many home runs hit into the back bullpen that deep. The Coors Light Cold Hard Blast, the world's most refreshing beer.
Last pitch got a piece of the bat, 1-1.
Two and one on Pujols, who's also, it was at second in slugging, currently second in walks. Most in intentional passes. He's been walked 28 times. A 9-time All-Star, the 3-time most valuable player in the National League. He's won the last 2 straight years. That is heat against heat. 2-2.
That Albert's not happy with himself.
No, he's not. Look at that.
No, he doesn't need to overswing. That's a out of control swing. Doesn't do it very often. Doesn't need to do it very often.
Wow. And you don't think he was happy before?
Yeah, but that was a good pitch there.
Yeah, but he's still not happy. Well done by Gallagher.
Well placed fastball on the outside part of the plate. You see Ryan going out there. Might have been a little off the plate. Might not have been too far off. Still might have had a chance to get a call strike, but I kind of think it was out of the way. Made Albert go after him. Well delivered. It's a good pitch.
Matt Holliday doubled to the gap in right center field in the first.
I'd like to get that pitch. Sean Gallagher throws that same pitch he just threw. He might get a call strike on it.
Get a pop out. Walker is out. And Walker was waving off Millage. And Millage came in and made the catch. 4-0 St. Louis.
Yeah, just want to correct one thing. I said Kyle Loesch coming over from Minnesota and winning 15 for the Cardinals. He had stops in Cincinnati for a couple of years, parts of a couple of years, and then part of a year with the Philadelphia Phillies where he was 3-0 before becoming a Cardinal and coming up to that 15-win season. So we got the career squared away for Kyle.
Alvarez 2 for 3 yesterday. 7 hits and 25 at bats on the homestand. Career numbers here for Loesch. Signed as a free agent by the Cardinals during spring training of 2008. I mentioned reclamation projects. Dave Duncan has seemingly turned some guys from, if not average careers, to well above average careers or seasons. Been with Tony La Russa a long time.
How about Adam Wainwright?
There's one for you.
17-7 with a 2.06 ERA. Thank you very much.
We'll see Adam Wainwright tomorrow. Loesch doesn't get that call and would have liked it.
Yeah, he's been around. When you have 260 previous major league starts, he's been up and down the street.
Dave Duncan has been associated with 8 Cy Young Award winners. Shortstop up, a nice fluid play there by Lopez. 1 down. You could win a Grand Slam Fan Appreciation Day at the ballpark on September 15th. Beginning this Friday, watch the Pirates on FSN for the 7th inning stretch. Key word of the game. Then hit FSNinsider.com to register for your chance to win. 15 loyal viewers will have lunch with Kent Tekulve, take batting practice, and more. Our way of saying thank you for watching the Pirates on FSN. Ryan Domet back behind the plate tonight after going 0 for 3 yesterday. Chris Snyder just 2 for 11 in his career against Loesch. Domet 2 for 8.
You know, when you think about yesterday, actually Zach Duke's been pretty dominant against Johan Santana.
Yeah.
Beat him yesterday, beat him 3-1 last year. Got his number. Good job after that kind of tainted first run, only run that the Mets got. Terrific job.
Two and one on Domet. Domet is 2 for 23 on this homestand. Both hits home runs.
And impressive ones.
Yeah. Now 3 and 1 on Domet. Foul, but hit hard past first base. 3 and 2. Domet pulls this ball. Foul. Stays 3 and 2. 325 career hitter against the Cardinals. Another look.
Not home run distance, but there would have been action.
Stays 3 and 2 on Domet. Ball hit hard toward the gap in left center. Domet in the second with a 1-out double.
Some good swings for Ryan. The foul ball's hit hard, and this one, the perfect trajectory. Left-hand batter slicing the ball away from the center fielder toward the bullpen area. That looked good from the time it left the bat. Good ball sliced away from Jay.
.21 doubles on the year for Domit. Batter now Lasting's Millage. Millage has hit safely in 12 straight starts. He homered yesterday for the 4th time this season. His first home run since July the 12th.
His hits have been productive.
They've come in these situations. Men in scoring position. We talked about that earlier with Walker. His average just with men on base. With Millage, he's hitting .360. And men in scoring position. That's 4th best in the league. One ball, one strike on Millage. Again, he's hit safely in 12 straight starts. Since June the 1st, his batting average is .293. That is 2nd on the club behind Jose Tabata. And as a right fielder, his batting average of .328 is highest in the major leagues among all right fielders. So he's really taken to right field in terms of his bat.
Put me in, coach. Put me in right field.
Ground ball to the shortstop, Lopez, to retire Millage. 2 down. Domit still at second for Ronnie Cedeno. Cedeno was 0 for 2 yesterday with a walk, 2 for 8 in the series against the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals know, with nobody warming up with the Pirate bullpen, that if they want to work around Ronnie Cedeno, they've got Gallagher coming up to hit.
Ronnie Cedeno seems to be he buddies with Molina, so I'm not sure he does it every time, but a lot of players will do that, go up and tap.
Yeah, he does.
The catcher's shin guards when they come to the plate. Now, Molina doesn't mind that. And even home plate umpire Jerry Crawford, a little hello, how you doing? Now, Molina did mind it when Brandon Phillips of the Reds tried that after Phillips had come out and said he hated the Cardinals.
Well, yeah, that's a little addition to the tap. I see Ronnie do it most times.
When Phillips came to the plate at the first game of that series, a fight ensued. Molina didn't take kindly to it. Said basically, don't tap me. One ball, 2 strikes the count.
Maybe there's just a lot of people who don't like to be tapped.
Phillips had called the Reds a bunch of so-and-sos, and
I mean the Cardinals.
the Cardinals, yeah, the Reds second baseman had called the Cardinals a bunch of blanks, and then Molina said, "We're not your blanks." Strike 3 called. A 1-out double. Domit is left stranded. 4-0 Cardinals. Oh, nice grab. it, and that's when both benches empty. There were some injuries, there were some suspensions, some fines. And obviously these two teams really don't like each other. Johnny Cueto, of course, got the big suspension for the kicking. What a crazy moment. Jason LaRue suffered a concussion in the fracas. He's on the DL. Comebacker. Lopez is retired. 1 pitch, 1 out. Molina will come to the plate. And the Reds currently lead the Cardinals by 3.5 games in the National League Central Division. They'll face each other again. Jerry Crawford, between innings, was talking to the other umpires and to assistant trainer there, Mike Sandoval. Something was bothering him. Checking on him. He's hanging in there.
You know what they should have in baseball is the third man in rule. 2 guys want to get into it, let them go. Just nobody else in.
Mm-hmm.
That would stop.
Have at it, right?
That would stop 75% of it. Because you can't count on backup. You better pick your spots.
Right. Cardinals will host the Reds a week from this Friday in a 3-game series. And that'll be it. Third baseman Pedro Alvarez. 2 up, 2 down for Gallagher. And now Pedro Feliz.
And Sean Gallagher doing okay after he got loosened up. Walked in, gave up double walk hit, but after that, much better.
Going to be a 1-2-3 inning. 8 pitches for Sean Gallagher. Out of the bottom half of inning number 3. The Cardinals up 4-0. Gallagher here in the bottom of the 3rd.
You know, one other thing about that game yesterday, and it was a beautiful game, the opportunity to have a discussion with Ken Burns. What a delight he is. An absolute delight. He loves the game of baseball. He's just a treat to be around.
Ball line to center. And Burns in has produced a new baseball documentary adding to his series, 10th Inning, which will be shown in late September on PBS. The famed and Emmy Award-winning director and producer of documentary films, Ken Burns, was in Pittsburgh and here at the ballpark. We had the pleasure of having him on radio and TV yesterday. Ball one on McCutcheon. Speaking of film, Steve, I've read the paper today that you were involved in a film role yesterday. I saw the note, the Post-Gazette today. What's this all about?
I'd like to talk about it, but I'm still kind of in character.
Fly ball to center field. Jay makes the catch.
Good job, John.
2 outs. There he is. And he is one big baseball fan, isn't he?
Yeah, thank you, Ken.
Bought his glove, carries his glove everywhere, he says.
And Burns.
That's a pretty good looking glove, too. Had it up in the booth. Boy, he captured the romance of baseball in that special. He did. Absolutely.
Look forward to seeing that one in late September. Tabata singled, stole a base in the first. This ball hard. Diving stop at second by Schumacher. Not going to get him, but Schumacher, as we said, converted outfielder. He's getting better and better. Fine stop, but not going to get Tabata.
And that'll take Mr. Jose Tabata nicely above the 300 mark for the season's batting average.
2 more hits for him. We said when he came to the plate in the first inning, ranking second in the National League. Now with 50 hits since the All-Star break. Just behind Starlin Castro, another rookie with the Cubs.
Now, Neil, if you can just pull the ball a little bit, just a little bit more than you did when you hit it last time up, you'll be back in this ball game.
Line to right field for Walker. Oh, just foul. Walker, string of bad luck. Jeez. Another look.
This continues to hit the ball sharply.
The ball to the wall in center field his first time up. So Walker, the good numbers with runners on base. And for Kyle Loesch, with the bases empty, opponents hitting .271 against him. From the stretch, they're hitting .402 against him. So this is where you want Loesch. Get some men on. Tabata stole his 13th base in the first inning. Down on strikes goes Walker. Pirates leave a man and through 3 innings. Kyle Loesch flanking the Bucks 4-0. AGH Cam, as we check out the injury update brought to you by AGH Sports Medicine. Ross Ollendorf forced to leave after facing just 2 batters, shoulder tightness and soreness. Threw only 8 pitches. Our injury update thanks to our friends at Allegheny General Hospital Sports Medicine, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Back of the right shoulder.
Yeah, important. I guess we point that out, right? Back of the right shoulder. Hopefully that's nothing awful, but as time will tell.
That's an area you just can't fool around with a pitcher.
Cedeno. The injury update from AGH was the last pitch Ollendorf threw.
During the conference, he's reaching around there. That's where it hurts, right there. Right.
Two on Loesch. Grounded to Alvarez. And that's 8 in a row set down by Gallagher. Have you ever thought about purchasing season tickets? Now's the time to do it. Reserve 2011 season tickets and close out this season on the Pirates. Put down a $100 per seat deposit on a full or a half season ticket plan and get 1 free ticket per deposit for each of the last 12 games of this 2010 season. Full season plans start as low as $399. Call 1-800-BUY-BUCKS or visit pirates.com/new deposit. 0-1 count on Schumacher. 0-2. Regrouping and tossing and getting. Jones to Gallagher. 1-2-3 inning and 9 in a row retired by Gallagher.
Baseball on FSN Pittsburgh is brought to you by AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Day Automotive, we're going to make your day.
Garrett Jones leads off for the Pirates in the bottom of the fourth inning, down 4. Ball 1. Gallagher has settled down. The Pirates need to start doing something here against Kyle Loesch. Loesch really struggled in his first start back off the disabled list last time. Falls behind 3-0. And delivers a strike. 3 innings for Loesch against the Chicago Cubs. 7 runs, 6 hits. And he's trying to come back after falling behind 3-0 on Jones. One of 3 Native Americans playing in the major leagues. Kyle Loesch, a member of the Nomlaki Nation based in Northern California. Jacoby Ellsbury of the Boston Red Sox and Jabba Chamberlain of the Yankees. Also Native Americans. Ball hit hard, but right at the center fielder. Pirates have had some line drives caught. Check out our Day Automotive. This day in Pirates history is on this day in 1970. Roberto Clemente, his second straight 5-hit game. 11-0 win over the Dodgers. Clemente became the first player since 1929 to collect 10 hits over 2 consecutive games. The other, Lloyd Wainer. Thank you, Day Automotive. Something special.
10 hits in 2 games. That's when the Dodgers had a pretty good pitching staff, too. I remember on a Sunday afternoon, I'll never forget it, at Dodger Stadium, Clemente against Don Drysdale. Pitch and misses. Drysdale knocked him down 3 straight at bats, and he got up and hit 3 straight doubles.
Nice little answer. 3 straight doubles.
I still think, though, and that was pretty impressive, but the guy that had the best reputation for that, Frank Robinson. He said he was the best. A lot of
knock him down?
Yep. Became a better hitter.
4-pitch walk to Alvarez after Jones lines out to center. And that's the first free pass for Loesch. Pirates have had at least a base runner in each of the first 4. And it's the second time they've had a man on with just 1 out. Doma doubled into the gap in left center field in the second.
The old equalizer, the changeup. Batters love to look for the fastball.
Oh, 0-2. Doma thought that was inside.
That's interesting because Gallagher has been nibbling at that outside corner right-hand batter's not getting that call on that side of home plate. Loesch does on that occasion. They want it way in here, way in. There are pitchers who like their catchers to move like that and commit to a particular area just at the last possible moment. There are other pitchers that like their catchers to stay where they are and let the pitchers find their location, find their corners.
He offers at the changeup in the dirt for the strikeout. Doma down on strikes, 2 away in the 4th.
That looks like a full commitment. Well, the Cubbies out in front of Washington 5-0 early. Lou Piniella no longer managing the Cubs. I'm going to miss Lou Piniella. You know, the people love him, people hate him, but it was never dull. Lou was never dull. I thought he added a lot of texture, color to the game.
Nice pickup there by Felice to throw out Millage. The Pirates get the one-out walk. That is it through 4-0 Redbirds. Aspen Dental Junior Pirates is a program that's run through the city of Pittsburgh Parks and Recreation. Over 2,400 youth from around the city play organized baseball. And there are 21 different communities that participate in this program, which runs from April through August all around the city. Over 200 volunteers coordinated this program at the various community sites around the city. Junior Pirates program, which focuses on baseball fundamentals, allows the youth to enjoy the game they love. 800 participants, including player and coaches, on the field before the game. Communities represented including Brookline Little League, McGee Recreation Center, Westwood Oakwood Athletics, Elliott West End Athletics, Chadwick Junior Pirates, Sheraton Athletics, Brighton Heights Athletics, the Squirrel Hill Baseball Association, Beachview AA Rookie Ball, Morningside Baseball Association, and Phillips Park Community Center. Thanks one and all, and they look like they're having a great time.
Great to have them here.
Yep. 3-0 on John Jay. A single and a flyout. Gallagher has retired 9 straight since taking over with nobody out in the first inning.
He's been impressive. He really has been. He's not letting this ball game get away.
One more out for Gallagher, and there it is, and that was a new career high for innings pitched as a reliever. The season high by any Pirate in terms of innings pitched by a reliever, Daniel McCutcheon, went 4 1/3 August the 8th against the Colorado Rockies. There you see the numbers for Gallagher. After this man greeted him with a home run, and then Holiday doubled.
2 runs you saw on that chart, the first 2 batters he faced. There, he got the call on one of those outside fastballs.
Ball and a strike. Toward right, slicing, fair, and a double for Pujols.
Now that hit right there just tells you another dimension of Albert Pujols, because Gallagher got the call strike on the fastball on the outside corner the previous pitch, and they threw it at least there or better, meaning a little more outside, and Albert just went out there and got it to right field. Watch the location on this. Out, away, and he still gets 2 bases. I mean, that's a pitcher's pitch. What's one to do?
Matt Holliday has doubled and flied to right. And that was in on him. But he singles to left and a chance to get Pujols, maybe. Safe. Pujols obviously doesn't run well. Single RBI for Holliday, and he goes to second on the throw.
Almost got a feeling it's worth a shot at home plate when you're down 4-0 and nothing's happening for you offensively. Kind of a kick out there at the end. Not a factor in the play at all. Just a finish on the play.
It didn't look like Tabit had got as much on that throw as we've seen him oftentimes show off a stronger arm than that one. Pujols able to score ahead of the throw, and now a 5-0 lead. Felipe Lopez to the plate with one out. Pujols scores another run. He is everywhere. One run behind Brandon Phillips of the Reds for the league lead.
Well, if John Russell can get 2 more outs out of Gallagher, he's scheduled to bat second in the bottom of the 5th inning. Research can come out and see if there's anything left in the tank as activity continues in the bullpen. Chenho Park.
Check out, while we have a moment here, the AT&T mobility trivia question. Lou Brock holds the Cardinals franchise record, 888 stolen bases in 16 seasons with the Cardinals. Who is second on the Cardinals list for stolen bases? You can guess now, Steve.
A little research involved.
What?
Research.
What do you mean research?
Internal research. I don't mean machines. I don't need machines.
Internal research is going on as we speak. 3-0 count on Lopez.
I know it's not Heine Manouche. He's a good Cardinal, though.
A 4-pitch walk. I wonder how many Vince Coleman had.
Is that a guess, or are you fishing?
Just throwing that out. Maybe you could process that in research internally, if you would.
I already did.
Get back to us.
I already did.
John Russell's going to make the change. A double switch is in order. Lastings Milledge made the last out. He'll be called in as Russell goes to home plate umpire Jerry Crawford. Sean Gallagher will exit after pitching 4 1/3. The Columbia Gas 8-1-1 call to the pen. Chenho Park will be coming on.
by Subway Restaurants. Subway, where winners eat.
Here we are at PNC Park, a 5-0 lead for the St. Louis Cardinals. Ryan Doman moves from the catcher spot to right field. Chris Snyder takes over behind the plate. He'll bat in Millage's spot. No, he won't. He'll actually be batting in the 2 spot. This guy will be batting in Millage's spot. Oh, my goodness. John Ho Park.
122 career wins for Chan Ho Park. Second only to Hideo Nomo for Asian-born pitchers.
Steve, the way my night is going, don't count on the Vince Coleman answer.
Okay.
Just throw that one out.
All right, we'll eliminate. I've just back from a trip down the hall, so I've processed it.
Molina has singled in a run and fouled out. John Russell has said Park's problems fairly simple. He needs more work.
He got a chance to get a good bit here tonight.
Veteran picked up off waivers from the Yankees. Pitched a 1-2-3 ninth inning on Friday against the Mets. Also pitched a scoreless inning on Tuesday night, Game 2 of this homestand against the Florida Marlins. Yadier Molina, 28 years old, out of Bayamon, Puerto Rico, 4th-round pick 10 years ago by the Redbirds. And a 2-2 count on Molina. Batting over .400 this season against the Pirates. And that's a fair ball, just inside the bag. That'll go as a doubles. The ball is held up underneath that railing. Ball got stuck there, wedged.
Kick save.
A double for Molina.
Ballger goes out, realizes the ball is fair, and you got a wedgie.
Molina, his second RBI, 6-0 ball game. Popped up, foul territory, and Alvarez can't catch up to it.
Been that kind of night.
You get that trivia question answer?
Yeah, Vince Coleman. I went with Bake McBride.
Okay, let's see who's second on the all-time Cardinal stolen base list. You say Bake McBride, Vince Coleman.
Congratulations, Greg. Okay, here's Pedro Feliz.
One and one on Feliz. He's lined to left and bounced to short. Infield is in. Down 6. Feliz hitting .232 with men in scoring position this season. disappointing year for him. The Astros were hoping for more, but his troubles opened the door for Chris Johnson, fine rookie, who's now starting at third base in Houston. Those Astros are in Philadelphia tonight and trailing 2-1. That score has a bearing on the Cardinals' playoff hopes, because they started the day 2 back, tied with the Giants in the wild card chase behind Philadelphia. Three-2 count on Felice, the former Giant. The Giants will host the Reds tonight at AT&T Park. Carlos Ruiz homered for Philadelphia. Felice played for Philadelphia, of course, and there's a sharply hit ball, but with the infield in, runners will hold as Felice is retired.
You'd never guess who homered for Toronto tonight.
No, he did. 39 now for Jose Bautista. Pretty amazing, isn't it?
It really is. Figured something out.
Sure did.
We'll work around Craig to work to Kyle Loesch. Who is enjoying a 6-0 lead as we play here in the 5th inning.
Saturday, September 4th, the Pirates and Nationals meet here at PNC Park after the game Sky Blast 3, featuring country music star Luke Bryan. For tickets to the final Sky Blast of 2010, visit pirates.com. Sky Blast 3, Saturday, September 4th, Bucks Nats, 7:05. Strike one on the pitcher, Kyle Loesch. To the backstop, and a run scores.
It has been that kind of night.
Wild pitch after an intentional walk to face the pitcher Loesch. Closes the book on Gallagher. He gives up 5 runs.
For Sean Gallagher, 2 bad innings, 3 good ones.
Game started with Ohlendorf facing just 2 batters before leaving with soreness in the back of his right shoulder. By the way, Steven Strasburg is back on the disabled list.
How about the X factor of injury when you make that kind of an investment on a young man's arm?
Strained a tendon in his right forearm, and they say they will proceed with caution.
You better believe it.
92 strikeouts in 68 innings. He has been shut down again for the 2nd time this season. Goes the Duchess. The Duke won yesterday. Ball hit in the air to right, and here's Gomez to make the catch. 3 runs across, halfway mark. 7-0 Redbirds. Indy leads Louisville 3-0 in the 7th. John Bowker 1 for 2 with a homer. Andrew Lambeau 1 for 2 playing for Altoona. Drew, I keep thinking that's Drew Maggi, who was a draft pick this season, this summer, and has started at State College, New York Penn League for the Spikes. He's 1 for 2. Ronnie Cedeno 0 for 1 against Kyle Loesch.
Never's a real good sign when you're getting your second at bat in the 5th inning. Got to be there a little earlier than that. Doing what you need to do with the bats. That's better.
Start off the 5th inning with a base hit for Cedeno.
Nice work on a breaking ball down and away. AGH Cam capturing that contact.
Snyder's first at bat tonight. Domit was the catcher yesterday. Snyder was 0 for 2 on Saturday, the rain-shortened game against the Mets. Ball and a strike on Chris Snyder. Last 8 home games, batting .296. Strike, according to Phil Cuzzy. Another look from the AGH cam. Two and two. Steve Sachs Davidson passed away tonight at the age of 75, former National League umpire.
Sachs for a lot of years. Back from the years he was a bullpen catcher in the Columbus Jets in minor leagues when we were coming up through. Became a National League umpire. You see a lot of him in Houston.
That's right.
Married to a Pittsburgh lady. Sachs.
So fond memories of Sachs Davidson.
Yeah, yeah.
Snyder is caught looking. 4th K for Loesch. Brings up Andrew McCutcheon.
Talking earlier about Loesch being from Chico, California. Mentioned Nellie Browse. I think Nellie went to Chico State, not necessarily from that particular town. Went to school there.
It was certainly what Tony La Russa and Dave Duncan were hoping to see out of Loesch. Much better work tonight. Had to be a lot of concern after his last start coming off the DL. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you think about 5 or 6 more weeks of the season when you can find a starter you can depend on, and Loesch coming in 1 and 5. If he can be a real help down this stretch run, that would be a huge shot in the arm. Because they're in a position now where they've got to try and catch the Cincinnati Reds. Not the other way around.
A couple of years ago, Loesch had a great first half for the St. Louis Cardinals. The 2008 season went 11-2, 3.39 ERA. A strong consideration for an all-star appearance for Loesch that year in 08.
Wound up 15-6.
Earlier this year, Loesch played left field in their 20-inning game against the Mets back on April the 17th.
Remember us sitting downstairs watching the end of that game?
Yep, it was wild, wasn't it?
And on.
That was absolutely wild. Bounce towards short, and he'll throw to first, and gets. Boy, it almost looked like Pujols bought that call. Just a casual Pujols coming off the bag and almost conceding that one. Phil Cuzzy, boy, from this vantage point, it looked as though McCutchen might have beaten him. Now, well, of course, we'll get the good look. This is the definitive look.
Wow, that is so close. So close. Even when we slowed it down, it was tough to tell.
Tabata, 2 for 2.
Well, at this point, if we can still take something positive out of the game, there's still a long way to go. But, keep Tabata hot.
Yeah, 2 of the 4 hits from Tabata. And in the hole 0-2. He has hit safely in 11 of his last 13 games here at PNC Park, and 17 of his last 20.
Came into the game at what, 299? Now he's sitting on 305. Batting average up over that magical mark.
Last 32 games, he's hitting at a 350 clip. And into center, right center field goes Jay to make the catch. Well, Kyle Loesch has given up just the 4 hits, 2 of them to Tabata, and it's a 7-0 Cardinals lead.
Sixth inning, time to check out tonight's Coors Light Freeze Can. Andrew McCutchen trying to race against the ball. And they're saying that the ball wins the race. That's tonight's Freeze Can, brought to you by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. As seen on FSN.
Schumacher grounds to first baseman Garrett Jones. 1 out of the 6th. Here's John Jay. 1 hit in 3 trips. Batting average of .362 for this rookie. In addition to leading all rookies in hitting, he also tops all first-year players in on-base percentage and slugging percentage. .3-0. Miami, Florida native. Drafted out of the University of Miami by the Cardinals. Chan Ho Park gets the strike. Jonathan Henry Jay. That's an all-American name right there.
Yep.
First Chief Justice of the United States, John Jay, for the founding fathers. 3-2 the count on the Cardinal rookie. Singled off Ollendorf in the first and was aboard when Pujols homered. Fly to left in the second and to center field in the fifth. Now facing third different Pirates pitcher. 0 for 2 against Gallagher. And now the veteran, right-hander Chan Ho Park. And a 1-out walk. Now Pujols faces Park. Pujols is 4 for 8 in his career against Chan Ho Park. A home run, a strikeout, a double.
I wonder if there's any National League pitcher that really has his number. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be find out. One pitcher who owns Pujols. Find him.
Bring him to me.
Yes.
Summon him. Bring him to my court.
Line drive past Cedeno. First and second. That ball was blistered. Because Cedeno had the height. Another look from the AGH cam.
I don't know whether it went over his glove or beside his glove.
A ho-hum 3 for 4 game. Homer, double, single. And now Matt Holliday. He's 2 for 3. Park's breaking ball over for a strike. Holliday in his first full year with the Cardinals. Redbirds picked him up in a deadline deal last summer. Strike as he couldn't hold his swing on a breaking ball 0-2. We have found 3 pitchers who own Albert Pujols. Ryan Madson, he's 0 for 11 against Madson, the Phillies pitcher. And against Rodrigo Lopez, he's 0 for 11. Those are 2 starters, and he's 0 for 10 against closer Jose Valverde. There they are, Steve. Bring them to your court. Tapped back to Park. He's going to throw to second for 1, where both Cedeno and Walker are standing, and it's Cedeno who takes the throw from Park. They get just the 1. 2 outs. And he is also 2 for 17 against former Pirate pitcher, and I don't know if he's officially retired or not. I think he is, Jason Schmidt. Pujols erased on that comebacker to Park. Goes 1-6, first and third, now 2 outs in the 6th.
I haven't heard much from Jason Schmidt lately.
One-time teammate with Park in L.A., Chan Ho Park. Spent a number of years with the Dodgers. Came to the big leagues in Los Angeles in 1994. Made his professional debut for the Dodgers April 8th, 1994. Felipe Lopez has walked twice. Park's first full year with the Dodgers, 1996. Mostly out of the bullpen. His breakout year came in 97 when he became a full-time starter for the Dodgers. And he tied for the team lead in victories, went 14-8 with a 3.38 ERA. 1997. Fly ball to right. Dome it over to his right to make the catch. A long top of the 6th, but no runs against Park. The Pirates uphill battle, trail 7-0. Thanks again to the AGH cam for those great shots. If you miss a big play from tonight's game, perfect solution for you. Catch Pirates Instant Replay. All the runs, hits, and action from this game in just 2 hours. Pirates Instant Replay tonight at 11 here on FSN. Neil Walker, 0 for 2. Fly ball to right. For the wall. The very top of that wall, and it caroms hard away from Jay, so Walker will wind up at third base with a triple to start the bottom of the 6th inning.
Well, a lot of carry on that ball. It wound up not just getting over the head of Craig and getting the wall, but high up on the wall. A lot of lift.
About time, Walker, huh? Got a hit.
Yeah.
Jeez. He's done everything except get these hits. And now he's got a triple to start the 6th. Off the wall and right.
Yeah, keeping an eye on Tony Beasley as he should, because that secondary bounce that bounced far away from Craig allowed him to get the extra 90 feet, but that was all in backup, and so he picked up his third base coach properly.
There we go. Watch it fly. Garrett Jones crushes one out of here. Completely out of here. Onto the Riverwalk. 18 home runs for GI. Bucks on the board. It is 7-2.
Long line drive. He knows it. Loesch knows it. Watch the flying baseball. Oh, the recoil. And
Otherwise,
down goes Frazier.
Otherwise, it's maybe got a shot to roll toward the water, huh? Safe Auto Insurance reminds you you are safe at home with Safe Auto, proudly supporting the Obadiah Cole Foundation for prostate cancer screening and awareness. Early detection is the cure. Snaps an 0 for 15 hitless string for Garrett Jones. That has to feel good.
And a jump start for the Cardinal bullpen. Would be yet again another example of a starting pitcher hitting the wall after 5 effective innings. I don't see it too often to be a coincidence.
Yeah. His second start back since coming off the disabled list for Loesch. A 2-1 count on Alvarez. If he loses him, figure a real good shot that would be it for him.
I don't know. I'll take the other side just to be the devil's advocate. He's got 5 runs still.
All right. I say he loses Alvarez, he's gone. Well,
end of contest.
Yep.
We're going to call the whole thing off.
Loesch gets the first out here in the 6th, and now it's Domet. When he first went down with that forearm injury, the Cardinals thought he could be lost for the year. Really, they're thankful just to have him back, making a second start. Mitchell Boggs, Blake Hawksworth loosening in the Redbirds bullpen. And for the Pirates, it's Will Ledesma. Domet has one of the Pirates' 6 hits. It was a double with 1 out in the 2nd, and then he struck out on a changeup in the dirt in the 4th inning. Loesch has a chance to go 5-0 lifetime against the Pirates. This is his 7th career start, 8th career appearance. Came in 4-0 lifetime with a 2.14 ERA versus Pittsburgh. Toward the seats and left, nearing the line, and almost. But Holliday runs out of room and banged his right hand there pretty good. Two-one count on Domet. Pitcher spot on deck. Andy LaRoche would bat for Chan-Ho Park. Ball 4.
LaRoche will now be announced as the pinch hitter. Own a piece of the game with the Pirates' authentic merchandise collection. The collection featuring game-used lineup cards, jerseys, bats, bases, and more. To get your authentic Pirates merchandise, just stop by the Majestic Clubhouse store at PNC Park or visit pirates.com/authentics. That is going to be it for Loesch, as Tony La Russa will go and make a double switch. Call on the bullpen. Roche will have a shot against a reliever. I'll tell you about the changes. Columbia Gas 811 call to the pen. Pirates down 7-2 with a man on, 1 out in the 6th. He will bat in the 9th spot of the order. Mitchell Boggs, the new pitcher. It's in the 5 hole, which had been Lopez's spot. Lopez made the last out in the top of this 6th inning. There are the numbers for Mitchell Boggs, in relief of Kyle Loesch. Boggs will face Andy LaRoche. Four for 24 as a pinch hitter. 1 for 4 in his career against Mitchell Boggs. And strike 1.
That close to coming up with the LaRoche matchup.
Oh,
that close.
Couldn't Tony have just kept him in one more batter? So we could have had that. Loesch against LaRoche. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1. Boggs pitched 2/3 of an inning against the Giants on Friday. The Cardinals beat the Giants' last 2 games of that series. Ball hit well toward Jay in center. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Jay makes the play on the fly ball hit by LaRoche for the 2nd out. Domet still at first. And there is the hitting coach of the Cardinals, Mark McGuire.
Big Mac.
The Cardinals hitting collectively .267, 2nd in the National League to the Cincinnati Reds. They're 560 runs scored, 7th most in the league. They're 7th in homers, 4th in on-base percentage.
And Albert.
Figure you're always going to have a pretty strong offense with that guy.
Yeah. balances things up pretty nicely for you up on the top end.
Cardinals also have the second lowest ERA in the National League behind San Diego. Fastball 96 on the gun, 1-2 on Cedeno. Toward right center field, and Jay makes the catch. Nicely done by John Jay in the gap in right center. Pirates get 2. A Neil Walker triple off the top of the wall. This one over the wall and over the seats for Garrett Jones, number 18. Gets the Pirates on the board, trailing the Cardinals 7-2 after 6. Look ahead to the Pirates' remaining games on this homestand tomorrow night against the Cardinals. Wednesday night here at PNC Park. Games start with coverage from a trip to the media Pirates pregame at 6:30. Then it's on the road for 3 against the Brewers, 3 against the Cubs. Friday night 7:30. Saturday night 6:30 at Miller Park, and Sunday afternoon 1:30. Brought to you by your Western Pennsylvania Toyota dealers. Here is Will Ledesma. 4th pitcher to work for the Pirates tonight. Sean Ho Park, 1 2/3. Couple of hits, no runs. Wild pitch was costly. That actually cost Gallagher a run.
He threw it though.
Yep. Ball 1 on Molina. He has 2 of the 9 hits. RBI single in the 1st, RBI double in the 5th. Phillies are trailing Houston 3-2. They're in the bottom of the 8th inning in Philadelphia. So the Cardinals could be a game back of the Phillies in the wild card at the end of the night. Braves and the Rockies are scoreless in the 3rd at Coors Field. Atlanta 2.5 up on the Phillies in the National League East. And the Reds are playing San Francisco tonight. Edinson Volquez against Matt Cain at AT&T Park. This will be an easy play for Cedeno. Steve, you know that their I was looking at the Reds' road record. They're 10 games over 500, 36 and 26.
That's impressive.
There are only 3 teams in the National League with above 500 road records.
That is impressive.
Only 3 teams. One is the
not
Reds.
The Cardinals. And interestingly enough, not the Cardinals.
No, the Padres are 38 and 27 on the road, and the other team with an above 500 record on the road in the National League, the Marlins. They're just a game over 500 at 31 and 30. There are just 4 clubs in the American League with better than 500 road records. And 3 of those, the top 3 teams in the East, the Yankees, the Rays, and the Red Sox. So it is tough to win on the road these days in the big leagues. We've asked people, former players, current players, general managers, why, and they say no reason.
And
but there is a home field advantage.
I would argue against anything other than coincidence.
As Felice singles his first hit of the night. But winning on the road, not easy to do these days. Even again, look at the top team in the East, the Atlanta Braves. They're 29 and 34 away from Turner Field. And they have the second best record in the National League overall. Texas Rangers, who lead the American League West by 8 games over the Angels and A's, are a game under 500 away from Arlington. The Twins, who lead the White Sox in the American League Central, they are 2 games above 500 away from Target Field, their new home yard. Fly ball to right by Alan Craig, hit well and off the wall, halfway up it. Alan Craig into second base with a double.
Kind of a Neil Walker effect as that ball just kept carrying.
And this one impressive, opposite field from Alan Craig.
Like Ryan Doumit had it measured, still has it measured. Just went further than the measurement.
Alan Craig showing some opposite field strength there with the double, second and third, one away, and the batter now Brendan Ryan, his first at bat. Part of the double switch in the 6th. Cardinals lead 7-2. Brendan Ryan, because of that .228 batting average, not playing every day at short. He has started more games than anybody else there. Felipe Lopez in there again tonight. Going to get some offense. (2-0) on Brendan Ryan. We got a good look at that line below his season average. See what he's done against the Pirates this year. 8 for 19. 421. 228 overall. Six games, 8 hits and 19 at bats. Two and two. Ryan hit .292 last year for the Cardinals. Dribbler run, going to try and score, and will. Felice able to score the 8th run for the Cardinals.
comes around the back door and back of Chris Snyder. Gets himself a piece of home plate. Ledesma decides to give it a shot to home plate. You wonder what might have happened if Chris was just back a little further and was able to get that big body and just make it more difficult for Felice, but kind of left that back door open. And Felice coming in from third base, visually, you know, he sees what he has available and what he doesn't have available. He chose the right path.
And now an 8-2 lead for the Cardinals.
He's got room in back of the Pirate catcher.
Strike on Schumacher. Fielder's choice RBI for Brendan Ryan. Felice scoring. Alan Craig moves to third. So Alvarez can go home to cut off that run. Five-2 on the putout. Alvarez to Snyder. They make the easy play there at the plate. And now Ledesma faces John Jay. Cardinals well on their way to winning their 53rd game ever here at PNC Park. They came in 52-26 in the Pirates' home yard since this place opened up in 2001. That's a .667 winning percentage, the best road record of one team against a divisional opponent.
That's about winning about 2/3 of them, isn't it?
Yep, .667 winning percentage. Talking about the Cardinals' road troubles this year, but no problems here at PNC Park, where they're 3-0 this season. And 52-26 all time. Cedeno or Alvarez. Cedeno will make the catch. Cardinals pick up another run. This one off Will Ledesma. And it is 8-2 Redbirds. Pirates Cardinals game 1 of 3 here in the city of Pittsburgh. Cardinals leading the Pirates 8-2. Bottom of the 7th, and Chris Snyder facing Mitchell Boggs. Ball 1. Snyder struck out in his first at bat, struck out looking in the 5th off Kyle Loesch. Bounce to the shortstop, Brendan Ryan. Easy play, 1 out. Well, Snyder 0 for 2. McCutchen 0 for 3. Justin Thomas called up today. Jeff Clement placed on the disabled list. McCutchen hitting .346 against Cardinals pitching this season. But 2 fly balls tonight and a grounder to short. Might have broken his bat on that one. Caught by Schumacher. 2 up and 2 down for Mitchell Boggs. It'll be easy tomorrow at least, huh? Adam Wainwright on the hill.
Should be a lot of opportunities. 17-7, 2.06 ERA.
How do you do? Adam Wainwright tomorrow. Paul Mahalam will have to be at his best tomorrow night. Wainwright, the league leader in earned run average. Lowest earned run average in the major leagues. Adam Wainwright. And Tabata, the one real positive tonight, with 3 hits.
All 3 base hits.
Steve, when was the last time you saw such a young player, a right-hand hitter, hit the ball that hard to right field? Been a while, hasn't it?
It has, yep. He's very impressive, his ability to do that. He'll turn on the ball when he can, but he's been doing it the other way.
Walker hits the ball the other way to Matt Holliday. For the final out, on to the 8th inning we go. 8-2 St. Louis. Pujols, he is inhuman. This home run, he greets Sean Gallagher deep into the Pirates bullpen. The 3-run homer in the first inning. In the fifth, he goes the other way for a double. He would score later in that fifth frame, and his last time up, just a single line drive past Ronnie Cedeno. Doesn't get many triples, Pujols, but he is a triple shy of the cycle. Delwyn Young takes over at second base, part of the double switch. Pujols has 1 triple this season. Justin Thomas takes over.
Yeah, come on in, Justin, as a left-hander. Come on and face Albert for your first batter.
Give it a shot.
Third stint of the year for Justin in a Pirate uniform.
Pujols has 15 career triples, including 1 this season. He had 1 all of last year. It's the one area of his game, Steve, he needs to improve upon, Pujols. He even leads all first basemen in stolen bases. He's got 12 steals in 15 tries.
Yeah, tell me how many outfield assists he have.
Oh, that's a good point. 2 areas. Career home run number 399 in that first inning. Albert Pujols is just 30 years old, and he is going to be retired.
I think he made a good point earlier. If you want to see the best that Major League Baseball has to offer, come on out the next 2 nights. Looking at him.
One of those guys that down the road when he retires, he goes to Cooperstown and he's going. You can tell your kids, your grandkids.
And they can say they were here.
Saw
him. Bring the kids out. Watch them. You know, it goes way back, but whenever we played the Cincinnati Reds when I was playing, I really tried to make sure my kids were brought to the ball game. I wanted them to see Pete Rose play baseball. I wanted them to see how he played the game.
Which they're glad they did. Right at McCutcheon.
Well done, Justin. You're on the other side of 2 pretty good hitters. Real good hitters.
Veteran Aaron Miles, switch hitter, will bat for Mitchell Boggs here in the 8th. Look at the lineup card. Bunch of players being used here. Justin Thomas, the 5th Pirates pitcher. Mitchell Boggs goes 1 2/3. Ohlendorf lasting just 2 batters and then forced to leave with soreness in the back of his right shoulder. Sean Gallagher went 4 1/3. Was very good after giving up the base hit to Molina. At one point retired 10 in a row. Almost headed toward the seats. And the Cardinals were still in the Pirates' sights, but after the 1 out in the 5th, Pujols, that double we showed you, was followed by a Matt Holliday single. And after Gallagher walked Felipe Lopez, Chonho Park came in and gave up a Molina RBI double and then uncorked a wild pitch. Good work from Justin Thomas as he returns to the big leagues tonight. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the 8th, 8-2 Cards. things off against the lefty Trevor Miller. Last time up against Kyle Loesch with Neil Walker on the third. Jones left the yard, bouncing around the Riverwalk. 18 home runs for Jones. And now with 70 runs batted in. Trevor Miller.
Well-traveled veteran, 37 years old. 1996 came up to the Detroit Tigers and then to Houston, Philadelphia, the Dodgers, Toronto, Tampa Bay, back to Houston, back to Tampa Bay, St. Louis last year. 70 appearances for the Cardinals.
Popped foul and going to head out of play. Trevor Miller has a career earned run average against the Pirates of 193. It's his 35th career appearance against Pittsburgh. Garrett Jones 2 for 7 in his career against the veteran lefty. Cardinals look for 6 more outs, trying to cut a game off the wild card lead that the Phillies have. And the Reds play later tonight against the Giants. And a win would get Tony La Russa his 1300th as a Cardinal skipper. Career numbers there for Trevor Miller against the Pirates. Easy play for Schumacher. Jones 1 for 4. 1,300 wins, most ever in Cardinals history. Tony La Russa in his 15th season at the helm. He's won 8 division titles with the Redbirds, a couple of National League pennants, a World Series. Talking about Pujols, well on his way to the Hall of Fame. You can lock it for La Russa as well. Pedro Alvarez 0 for 2 with a walk. A couple of ground balls against Loesch, and the free pass came in the 4th. And it's a ball and a strike on Alvarez. Running out of time, down 6 in the 8th. As the Cardinals look for 5 more outs. We have talked to John Russell about his thoughts regarding breaking up Jones, Alvarez, and for a while earlier this season, even Walker, because Walker was much better as a left-hand hitter than he was against righties. And especially for managers like Tony La Russa, who are quick to bring in left-handed specialists like Trevor Miller. Might give somebody like that something to think about if you broke them up with a right-handed stick. But as John Russell pointed out, he fully expects Alvarez to handle lefties down the road consistently, but still a learning process for Pedro Alvarez as he is caught looking.
Yeah,
2 down.
You think about his education up here as a major league hitter. He has seen left-hand pitchers in the minor leagues, but he has not seen these kind of left-handers. The guys that deal from the side and nasty with those breaking balls that never miss inside. They always miss away if they do miss away. You might see 1 or 2, but it seems like every ball club has a nasty lefty coming out of the bullpen. He's not been exposed too much to that.
Doman doubled in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th, walked in the 6th. Those 3 plate appearances against Kyle Loesch, in line to win his 2nd against 5 losses. How about the Ollendorf facing two batters will fall to 1 and 11 unless the Pirates pull off a nearly miraculous rally with 2 outs, nobody on in the 8th, down 6. And this ground ball gobbled up by Ryan. Throws on to get Doman. 1-2-3 8th for the veteran Trevor Miller. Head to the 9th at PNC Park. 8-2 St. Louis. For the second time this season, the rookie phenom strained his flexor tendon, his forearm, so he's on the DL. Johnny Damon has been claimed off waivers by the Red Sox, and he has to decide whether to accept a possible trade. I'm saying he's going to do it. Casey Coleman, 6 1/3, 1 run, 3 hits. Cubs lead the Nationals 9-1 in the 7th, and Jose Bautista has hit 2 home runs, 40 on the year. Previous 2 seasons combined, he had a total of 28. Jose Bautista with 40. Big flies. This a little fly that is dropped by Delwyn Young. On the pop-up, hit by Yadier Molina.
No error is charged. The base hit is awarded.
The 3rd hit of the night for Molina.
Had it for a moment, but couldn't close the deal. Couldn't close the leather.
Strike on Feliz. Well, into the 6th inning now. Rich Harden of the Rangers. It's early, but he's no-hit the Twins in Arlington. Rangers lead that game 3-0. Detroit all over Kansas City tonight, 12-2. While we're talking about Johnny Damon deciding whether to accept that trade back to Boston. The Red Sox beat Seattle 6-3. Boston still a chance for a playoff spot. Well, Detroit pretty much out of it. They're 11 back in the American League Central, but Boston 6.5 back in the East in 3rd place, and 5.5 back of Tampa Bay for the wild card. Jonathan Papelbon earned the save tonight as the Red Sox beat the Mariners 6-3. Detroit winning 12-2 at home over Kansas City. Rich Harden has gone through 6 innings. But, Steve, he's approaching 100 pitches. Uh-oh.
Red light.
He's got the no-hitter going. Richard might have recently come off the disabled list. There's a story in the Wall Street Journal on Saturday about the 100+ pitch mark. And interestingly enough, as Felice draws the walk, Steve, there are 58 everyday starters averaging at least 100 pitches per game. That's 41% more than at this point last year, and the highest mark in a decade. So actually, more guys are going 100 or more pitches these days. There were 41 such pitchers in 2009 in terms of averaging at least 100 pitches per game.
What difference does it make if it just gets you into the 5th inning?
Well, that's what managers have said for a long time. You want to stay in the game, be more efficient. Constant worry, managers, general managers, about putting too much stress on these arms, these shoulders of these pitchers.
And that won't go away now with Strasburg down.
No, that's for sure. And there's never been real conclusive evidence that shows any correlation between throwing more and getting hurt, but they are going to err on the side of extreme caution. You got to knock on wood that you're going to get through a season healthy. Jeff Karstens, who is scheduled to go on Wednesday, we mentioned earlier, he's still listed as the probable pitcher, but he has thrown 115 innings this season for a guy who started the year in the minors. Karstens threw 114 total last year, a career high.
It's begin to comment on 115 innings being a concern, but it is.
Yep.
It is.
And he walks him. Back-to-back free passes after the pop-up. Justin Thomas, a 1-2-3-8. This is his 3rd stint with Pittsburgh. Justin Thomas, his 8th appearance with the Pirates. He was signed as a non-roster player, minor league free agent over the winter, and invited to spring training. Here's Brendan Ryan with no one out and an 8-2 St. Louis lead. And ball 1, and out goes Chris Snyder. Houston defeats Philadelphia 3-2. Brett Myers, the former Philly, over Ryan Madsen.
I bet he went 6 innings.
I'm going to check.
He's been doing it all year.
Yeah, he's got the record streak for the Astros of pitching at least 6 innings in each start. And he threw 7 tonight. Carlos Lee hit a 2-run single in the 8th that beat the Phillies. Phillies lost for just the 6th time in their last 30 home games. We're talking about home field advantage in baseball. Philadelphia is now 42-23 at home. The Braves own the best record at home in all of baseball at 44-17. They're in Coors Field tonight. Just 3 games in the National League.
The Braves have lost just 17 games at home.
Yes, just 17 losses at home. A nice misty drizzle drops in on PNC Park. Yadier Molina is at 3rd. And that pop-up that was dropped by Young. A walk to Felice, he's at 2nd. Craig is at 1st. And a 2-2 count on Brendan Ryan. Popped into the club level and out of play. Stays 2-2 on Brendan Ryan. Cubs leading the Nationals 9-1. It's the first game under interim skipper Mike Quade,
former third base coach.
And a pop-up. Shallow center. McCutcheon for the first out. Bring up Skip Schumacher. Bob Dernier was named the first base coach for the Cubs today. Lou Piniella called it quits after yesterday's game. The Nationals, Livan Hernandez, Steve, went 4 1/3 innings through 121 pitches.
Did his arm fall off?
121 pitches in 4 1/3. Randy Wynn. We were talking about Lou Piniella. How about Randy Wynn? He and Piniella involved in a transaction. Wynn left Tampa Bay, part of the trade that brought Sweet Lou from the Mariners to the Tampa Bay Rays. Randy Wynn, the pinch hitter for Skip Schumacher.
This is more of a spritzer than a drizzle, wouldn't you say?
Yes,
with the way
it's a good call.
Across the
yep.
field.
On the veteran switch hitter Randy Wynn. Hit a home run on Saturday that was the game winner over the Giants that snapped their 5-game losing streak. It's a guy that would love to reach the postseason. There's a comebacker. There's one, and they will not get two. 1-2 on the put out. Randy Wynn is the second out of this 9th inning. Randy Wynn has played 1,682 games without making the playoffs. That's the highest active streak in the major leagues. The Cardinals not out of it yet. Here's John Jay. One hit in 4 official at-bats plus a walk for Jay. And there's a base hit to left. They'll go station to station, and a 9-2 lead for the Cardinals. Brian Anderson announced as the pinch hitter for Pujols. Fans booing that one. They want to see Pujols.
Yep.
Anderson recalled from their AAA Memphis club on Wednesday. Line to right. One in, and again they'll just go 90 feet. (10-2) Cardinals. Pinch hit, RBI single for Brian Anderson.
Jose Kendo, third base coach. No need to risk anything. Anybody getting hurt on a slide into home plate. The game well in hand.
Even the pinch hitter for Pujols. Base hit. And a ribby.
That spot in the lineup too hot. Cool down.
Here's Matt Holliday. His 6th at bat of the game. 14 hits for the Cardinals. They will go 4-0 this year against the Pirates. Cardinals last year went 10-5 versus Pittsburgh. And they are 30-24 against the National League Central. Holliday holds up 1-2. A nice addition to their lineup was Holliday when he was acquired from Oakland last year. Former 7th round pick of the Rockies. Holliday hit .353 for St. Louis. Certainly helped propel them into the playoffs.
They're going to have more than him to get in this year. It's going to be a struggle.
Down on strikes, finally. The last out. In a long 9th inning, 8 men come to the plate, 2 more runs. It's been a long night for the Pirates. 10-2 Cardinals. After this game, bunch of changes for these Cardinals here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
It's the first one, Mike McDougall coming out to work the 9th inning.
He's going to bat in the 5th spot, I believe is what I heard.
No, he won't.
He won't?
They're not going to bat again.
Oh. And there you have it. There you have Molina
at
don't first
want to
base.
Be cruel, but, I would be delighted if he came to the plate.
Molina moves from catcher to first. Anderson stays in the game to catch. Right fielder is Randy Wynn. He stays in the game after pinch hitting. And moving from right field to second is Craig, Alan Craig. That's all.
Yep. Trevor Miller goes an inning, scoreless with a strikeout. And McDougal becomes the 5th pitcher of the evening. Loesch, Boggs, Miller, and McDougal. That's the 5th, 4th pitcher of the evening.
Delwyn Young, first at bat. Jay to the wall. Leadoff double for Delwyn Young. There's a Ronnie Cedeno. Have a look at the Delwyn Young 2-base hit. A Del-Y double. Ball 1 on Cedeno. Ball, 1 strike on Cedeno, one of the 8 Pirate hits. Loesch went 5 1/3, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits. One of those hits, the Cedeno opposite field single in the 5th. Loesch did not have a 1-2-3 inning. Pirates had at least 1 base runner in each of the first 6. Of course, they scored on a 2-run homer by Jones in the 6th. There were only 2 runs in the ball game. Cardinals scored 4 in the 1st, sending 9 men to the plate. Ohlendorf left after 2 batters with soreness in the back of his right shoulder. The Pujols home run that followed the Jay single 3 batters into the game has been enough. And Cedeno goes down. Rich Harden went 6 2/3 innings of no-hit ball and was taken out of the game with a no-hitter, throwing 111 pitches. Here's Chris Snyder. Rangers lead those Twins 3-0 now into the 7th.
That kind of thing is just not really a story anymore. It's just kind of the way it is. We're kind of accustomed to it.
Did spend some time on the DL. I don't know if this is his first start back. Yeah, he was activated today off the disabled list.
Nice return.
Yeah. Out for a couple of weeks with the right shoulder tendonitis.
That's not bad if you're a left-hander, but I'm assuming he's a righty.
Yes. One and 2 on Snyder. Off of Snyder, stays 2-2. See where this got him.
Ooh, above the knee. That's going to have some colors on it tomorrow, that bruise. Might be a tough issue right now for him to beat out an infield hit.
Snyder, for the second time tonight, is caught looking. Did not start tonight, but 0 for 3. As McDougall registers back-to-back strikeouts. McCutchen looks for his first hit tonight. Oh, 0-1. And now 0-2. Oh, 2 the count now on McCutchen. Down 10-2. Mike McDougall trying to wrap it up for Loesch. Fly ball to right. And this ugly one is over.
Yep, this did not have a good look from the moment Ross Ollendorf left, and it just never got any better. The Pirates, a couple of runs again. But too much Cardinal pitching, too much Cardinal offense, and as usual, too much Albert.
3 hours and 8 minutes. Long evening with the Cardinals collecting 14 hits and winning it 10-2. Homestand continues tomorrow night. Albert Pujols and the Cardinals facing Paul Maholm. The Pirates will oppose Adam Wainwright. He is 17-7 and the league's best ERA at 2.06. Trip Total Media Pirates pregame starts at 6:30. And then Bob Walk and I will have the call at 7 right here on FSN Pittsburgh, bringing the game to you. Final score, 10-2. And now for Steve Blass, I'm Greg Brown, and for our entire FSN crew, we thank you for watching. Stay tuned. The AGH Sports Medicine Pirates postgame comes up after the break.